Hello handheld gamers and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to look at a couple alternative games to Vampire Survivors. So you've completed the game and you're looking for something new to play. Here's my top 2 recommendations of the week. Now as you can see, I haven't actually completed Vampire Survivors, but I'm getting there. So I was looking for some alternatives to keep me going. First game that was recommended was Crimson Dawn. Now this is an early release game and it's currently on sale for £2.09, which is roughly $2.40. And it's got a very positive review on Steam at the moment. There's only 86 reviews, but we'll fire this game up. I'll show you what it's like. I haven't actually made any changes to this game. Just fire it up and play. So it easily gets 60 FPS. It's got... You can tell it's early release. The controls and the menu still need a little bit of work, I would say. So gameplay wise, I'm still just kind of learning the game, to be honest. I've just started playing it, but you know, cut to the chase, we'll get straight into start the game. It has a very similar look and feel to Vampire Survivors, although I would say certainly early stages of the game it's a little bit slower than Vampire Survivors. It's a bit like playing with Poe. You automatically start with a weapon. You can change your character. You start with this little female character to start with, and you level up in much the same way. What I will say is, these power-ups are a little bit on the small side. It'd be nice to see a Steam Deck verified layout, you know, where the fonts are maybe twice the size they currently are. I think double the size would be absolutely perfect. And it's a very similar game graphically. Music wise, quite good as well. The only issues I've had is when I first installed the game, all the audio seemed to go down to 0. I'm not sure why that was. But setting the volume up to halfway in the game, the sliders for sound effects and game music, that seems to have resolved that issue and stayed at the designated volume setting I set it at. And the only other issue I've had is one time when I loaded the game up, the controls wouldn't work, so it was like touch only. However, I just ended the game and restarted it and it's been fine ever since. Now it's quite a similar game to Vampire Survivors. In this one though, at the moment we've got set to a wave at the top here where it says survive for, and it's 120 seconds I think to start with. You can set other types of waves where it's killed so many of the bad guys. But it's quite a nice little game. Very much similar idea. You kill enough baddies, you get to level up. You have wave after wave of these guys, they're never ending. Like I say, it feels a little bit slower than Vampire Survivors. However, I haven't played the game so much yet, I haven't progressed to other levels yet, so just starting to get into the game. As I've said before, you know, I like to see a game through to the bitter end. So I am still playing Vampire Survivors. But it's always worth having a few games lined up, and when they're early access like this, and they're still pretty playable, and the price is fantastic, you know, $2 or $2.40, £2.09. It's really a no-brainer to purchase. And then the second game I would recommend, I think what we'll do is just throw ourselves to our deaths now. As you can see down the bottom here, you've got a little health bar. That's a little bit easier to see than in Vampire Survivors, to be honest, but your health bar goes down fast, as you can see. Quite easy to die in this game. Okay, that's the end of that level. And the other game I'd like to bring your attention to is Brotato. Now this game's a little bit more known than Crimson Dawn. Brotato has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam at the moment, with just over 7,800 reviews. It's currently for sale for £3.99, which is roughly about $4.58. There is some settings you can set in this game. It automatically defaults to 1080p. So you may wish to change that to 720. Although it doesn't really impact on performance, but it will impact on battery life somewhat. There is a few more options in here. But we'll just get straight into playing the game. Now this game has a bit more of a feel of a mobile game, but it's the same idea as Vampire Survivors. You have to survive the waves of the bad guys. And you can buy power-ups. And this one is quite a bit more speedy feeling than Crimson Dawn. However, what I will say about this one is you've got a much smaller map to negotiate. You know, you're literally just in a wee box here. But that certainly focuses the mind when you start getting the later waves. Again, this game's running away quite happily at 60 FPS. Definitely worth buying at that price. I mean, you could buy both games. I mean, both games as under a tenner if you're in the UK, or under a Hamilton, I guess, is the term if you're in the USA. If that's correct, I don't know. I'm sure somebody will keep me correct. But yep, another good game this. Again, early access, but works really well. This one's, I think you might find in Crimson Dawn you'll live a bit longer than you will in this game, because this one is a little bit more frenetic. Even more frenetic than Vampire Survivors, I would say. And you don't have such a big health bar. You die pretty quick if you're not paying good attention. But as far as I'm concerned, definitely good gameplay. I haven't tried this on the 1X player yet. It plays so well on the Steam Deck. I don't think there's much point in testing it on the 1X player. I think it'll run well on that as well. But if you like what I do, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. And I think I'll just play this until I die. You're welcome to watch on. A little bit extra footage at the end. Should you buy these games? Absolutely. For the price of them, I mean, it's almost less than a large coffee at Costa or Starbucks, so definitely worth a little play. I'm showing a bit of support to small developers, always worthwhile. Thanks for watching.